Carnival Breakfast Show. Dig in.
It is a beautiful morning, and of course, it is a new dawn. Happy new month to everyone. Welcome to the month of July. I pray that whatever you lay your hands upon in this new month shall come to pass. I pray that success shall come to your way, and I pray God to breathe His grace upon your business, upon your family, and upon your life. And also, do not forget that you have to journey in this new month with winning mindset. Do not say because okay things are not really going well and you have already you've given up. You don't have to do that. Please do ensure you're journeying in this new month with winning mindset, no matter what it is. Journey in this new month with winning mindset, and before the month ends, you shall see the result of your mindset, your effort, and whatever you determine to do. Once again, happy new month and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show coming to you from Carnival Radio. This is Newspaper Review. I am Josie Boykola. Good morning and welcome once again. In the news this morning, I came with different newspapers, and each of them with interesting stories. I have the Point with me, I have the Vanguard newspaper, I have the Post, and I have the Nation newspaper. But before we read the news and details, here are the headlines. Start from the Punch, a newspaper. Xenophobia. Nigerian embassy packed to assistant return as South Africa protests rise. ADC, APC, LP, 6 other collect INEC access codes for 2027 nominations. To 79,323 killed, 34,773 abducted in Nigeria in 6 years, says the report. Average city bus fare rises to 2.43% to 8,431 naira in May. Eight thousand 271 Nigerians serving non-custodian sentences nationwide. And now to the news and details. Xenophobia. Nigerian embassy packed to 269 Nigerian return as South Africa protests rise. The federal government has assured Nigerians still residing in South Africa of their safety, even as fresh concerns over xenophobic tensions and renewed anti-immigrant protests continue to trigger calls for stronger diplomatic action. This comes after Nigerians reportedly stormed the country's embassy in Pretoria as xenophobic tensions escalated, while another batch of 269 Nigerians evacuated from South Africa arrived at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on Tuesday, aboard an Air Peace flight from Johannesburg at 10:48 a.m., marking the second government-coordinated evacuation exercise in recent weeks. Nigerian businessman, popularly known as Big Joe, was reportedly shot and killed by unidentified gunmen on Sunday outside his shop in Witbank, Mopilimi Province, though local police have not announced cause of his death. Thousands of locals marched in major cities across South Africa on Tuesday, calling for the removal of undocumented migrants from the country. Police officers supported by private security personnel were deployed amid concerns that the demonstrations could turn violent. Anti-migrant groups had set Tuesday as the deadline for undocumented foreigners to leave. In the wake of the protest, many foreign nationals have reportedly fled their communities due to fear of violence and intimidation. South Africa police said about 25,000 migrants have been repatriated so far, most of them from other African countries. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Xenophobic Nigerian's embassy packed to an assistant return as South Africa protests rise. Moving to another interesting stories from the Punch newspaper. APC ADC LP sees order collects INEC access code for 2027 nomination. The Independent National Electoral Commission says 9 registered political parties have collected access codes to upload their candidates' particulars for the presidential and National Assembly elections ahead of the 2027 general elections. The INEC National Commissioner in charge of voter education and publicity, Mohammed Haruna, made this known to the newsmen on Tuesday in Abuja. According to Haruna, the 9 political parties are Accord, Action Alliance, African Democratic Congress ADC, All Progressive Congress APC, Labour Party, National Democratic Congress NDC, National Democratic Party NDP, People's Redemption Party PRP, and Social Democratic Party SDP. He explained that it was the responsibility of the political parties participating in an election to approach the commission to collect the code, rather than INEC taking it to the individual party secretariat. Haruna added that anyone seeking to collect the code on behalf of a political party must present an authorization letter from the leadership of the party. He noted that INEC has issued guidelines for candidate nomination. The National Commission advised political parties to adhere strictly to the rules. After that, party officials had already been trained by the Commission. Here is another story from the Vanguard newspaper. 79,323 killed, 34,773 abducted in Nigeria in 6 years, says report. A new 6-year investigation by the Observatory for Religious Freedom in Africa has revealed that 79,323 people were killed in terrorism-related violence in Nigeria between 2020 and 2025, while 34,773 civilians were abducted during the period. The findings were released to members of the public in Jos Plateau State on Tuesday in the report titled 4 times Boko Haram, How the World Misreads Nigerians' Violence, and confirmed in a statement signed by senior research analyst of the Observatory for Religious Freedom in Africa, Mr. Franz Vihot. According to the report, the violence averaged 7 attacks and 36 deaths per day over the 6 years. OFA, which monitors the state of religious freedom, documents rights violations, and informs decision makers through advocacy, stated that researchers' report spent years across referencing attack patterns and data gathered overturns long-standing assumptions. The breakdown shows that 42,033 killings were of civilians. Security forces and terror groups make up 37,290 deaths. Also, the investigation challenges the perception that Boko Haram and ISWAP are the primary drivers of violence. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. 79,323 killed, 34,773 abducted in Nigeria in 6 years, says report. In another story from the Nation newspaper, average city bus fare rises 2.43% to 8,431 naira in May. The average fare paid by commuters for bus journeys within Nigerian cities rose to 8,431.25 naira per trip in May 2026, highlighting continued pressure on transportation costs despite signs of easing inflation in other sectors of the economy. This was contained in the National Bureau of Statistics' latest Transport Fare Watch report, released on Tuesday. According to the report, the average intra-city bus fare increased 2.43% from 8,397.27 recorded in April 2026. On a year-on-year basis, the fare rose 38.63% from 8,032.46 paid in May 2025. The report also showed that transport costs increased across other major categories, including intercity bus travel, domestic and air transport, motorcycle, Okada rides, and water transportation during the review period. The NBS noted that transport fares continued to rise across virtually all categories in May, with motorcycle transportation recording the highest annual increase. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Average city bus fare rises 2.43% to 8,431 naira in May. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. A total of 1,271 offenders are currently serving various non-custodian sentences across Nigeria, according to the latest statistics released by the Nigerian Correctional Service. The figures obtained from the NCOS on Tuesday show that 1,137 of those serving non-custodian measures are males, while 134 are females. The data indicated that community service remains the most widely used non-custodian measure, accounting for 8,338 offenders nationwide. Of those in community service, 92 are males, while 46 are females. The statistics further reveal that 12 offenders are currently on parole, comprising 9 males and 3 females. Similarly, 34 persons are serving probation sentences, including 30 males and 4 females. Also, the NCO's data also show that 162 offenders are undergoing restorative justice programs. The category consists of 84 males and 78 females. In addition, 25 offenders fall under other non-custodian measures, with 22 males and 3 females. Overall, the figures show that males account for about 89% of the total non-custodian population, while females make up the remaining 11%. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. 1,271 Nigerians serving non-custodian sentences nationwide, says Nikos. To bring this paper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Xenophobia. Nigerian embassy packed. 269 return as South Africa protests rise. APC, ADC, Labour, 6 others collect INEC access codes for 2027 nominations. 79,322 killed, 34,773 abducted in Nigeria in 6 years, according to reports. Average city bus rises 2.43% to 8,431 in May. 1,271 Nigerians serving non-custodial sentences nationwide, says Nikos. I'm glad we've come to the end of this super review. Thank you very much for listening. You could download Carnival Media app or Google Play Store and Apple iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyukola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.